Okay. Well, WWE WrestlePalooza was yesterday. And yesterday I did a prediction show, which all the predictions I made on that show, those people won. So I'm gonna go over the show and the card and what I thought about it. And yeah, so WrestlePalooza opened up with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Now I thought that would have been the main event match, but they were competing. But yeah, but they would have been competing against All Out with AEW All Out. So they opened that show with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, with John Cena coming out with a bunch of kids, and a bunch of kids coming out, and then a bunch of kids in the audience cheering for John Cena, and then Brock Lesnar came out, and then when the match started, Brock Lesnar completely destroyed John Cena. It was a back and forth mostly, but Brock Lesnar was the dominant one, and he took out John Cena, laid him out, and all the kids in the audience were crying. Everybody was just crying, and yeah, left him out to waste. And then he was about to leave, and then come back, and then he attacked them again. And yeah, and that was that match. The next match was the Usos versus The Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Oh yeah, and then during the John Cena match too, Paul Heyman came out and introduced Brock Lesnar. So it looks like Brock and Paul could be doing something together again. So yeah, so the Usos was Braun and Bronson. It was a back and forth match. It was an alright match. Braun Breaker is like really good. Is a really good wrestler, and the Usos have charisma, and yeah, and the match, yeah, and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed ended up winning the match, and LA Knight was a special guest referee, and he was kind of an impartial referee. Like he let chairs and everything go in that match. And yeah, there was tensions between the Usos and LA Knight, and also there's tensions between The Vision and LA Knight. So, but with that being said, The Vision ended up winning that match. Now the next match was in my opinion was probably the best match of the night. It was Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquero. For those of you who don't know who Stephanie Vaquero is, she's a new wrestler. She wrestled in AEW for a little bit, and then she came to WWE. She was in NXT, and she wrestled in Stardom, and Io Sky is already like an amazing wrestler. Like she was one of my favorites in NXT when she first arrived, and yeah, and she's still my favorite now. So this one was a back and forth. It was a really good match. Like yeah, it was like 5-star match. So, and Stephanie Vaquero ended up winning. She took the win, and she got the women's title for the first time in her career. So, and then after the match, Io and Stephanie shook hands and hugged, and yeah, it was a good 5-star match. And Stephanie Vaquero's family was in the audience as well to watch that match. So, and yeah, like the women's division is really hot right now. So, and yeah, And yeah, and I'm glad. I would have rooted for Io. Like either contender would have won. What I would have liked to see win the match, but I'm glad Stephanie got it because now she can. Now we can see what she'll do with her reign as women's champion. Now the next match was CM Punk, AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. This one was an okay match. It was a back and forth match. Yeah. I mean, the main focus was about CM Punk and AJ Lee because this was AJ Lee's first match in like 10 years. So, but Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch they were heels and they were just mocking. Seth Rollins was mocking AJ Lee and mocking Seth, but in the end, CM Punk and AJ Lee won the match. Yeah, I mean, AJ Lee looked good considering she hasn't wrestled in 10 years, and yeah, and I'm sure, and yeah, and AJ Lee submitted Becky Lynch in her finishing move, and that will probably set up a future match between them later on down the road for the IC title, the women's title. And yeah, and then the main event was Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. This one was a shorter match. I think they were kind of running out of time, but yeah, this match was really good, to say the least. Cody and Drew kind of fought back and forth, and Drew tried to take out Cody again, but with the announce table. But he missed, and then Drew ended up getting injured and hurt, and then Wade Barrett kept playing off how Drew was how the referee was kind of screwing Drew, but in the end Cody Rhodes won the match as I knew he was kind of going to win. Yeah. And I just wanted to say one quick thing with the CM Punk and AJ Lee match. There was a botch in the match that nobody caught. Seth Rollins was curb stomped CM Punk and was going for the pin. The referee counted, but they weren't the legal men. It was AJ Lee and Becky Lynch that was in the match. So I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, so all in all, WrestlePalooza was a good show. If you're gonna go check it out, check out the Io Sky versus Stephanie McCure match. That match was really, really good. 5 stars, and yeah. And if you want to watch a beatdown, just watch John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar completely destroying John Cena and upsetting the kids in the crowd, and yeah, I mean, it's a good show to watch, easy show, and yeah. So I'll be coming back to you right away to do the All In, AEW All In review. So stay tuned for that.